Sandra here. I just wanted to get on here and talk about this natural hair journey. So I started it about 3 years ago. And the reason why I started was because my daughter was approaching teenage years and I was debating on whether or not to start perming her hair. Researching on YouTube, I came across some videos and that's what got me started. So, as you can imagine, I hadn't seen my own natural hair for so long, and so I was curious about what to know. So I'm going to share some things that I had to learn fast. The first thing is, I didn't know what type of hair I had. Now, yes, even when I had a perm, I did wear my hair curly, but it was a looser curl pattern, and it was a hairstyle that you could do. I found it in a magazine one day, and so I tried it, and so I've been wearing my hair curly some days or straight, even with the perm. So going straight to curly, I really didn't know or understand what curl pattern was or anything of that nature. And I know for years, most of us never knew we could get our hair like that. I've had people ask if I have a Jerry curl, which no, we just learned how to use moisture and lock it into your hair and protect your hair to keep the curl pattern, okay? So things to know up front is sectioning your hair. Keep that twist going. Like when you section, make sure to twist the hair so that way you're training it to grow. Now when I started my journey, I decided to transition. And that was because I just didn't want to have short hair. My preference, okay? That's one thing about the natural hair journey. It's all about you, finding you, okay? And so, I'm gonna share more about that too. So, porosity is the next thing you need to know. You need to know hair type and porosity. Porosity is how much moisture your hair retains, okay? You have high, low, and medium, okay? High, medium, and low. However, whatever order you want to put it in. But you need to learn your hair porosity, and there are some tests you could do. There's one where you drop a strand of hair in water, and that is the most popular that you'll see on YouTube. That's why I got educated to do my hair, so I'm just shouting out the content creators who came along before me and made it possible for me to go on this journey. The one thing that attracted me was that it's all about loving you and finding who you are. And as I started the journey, I had came across this book called You Are a Badass. And guys, if you haven't read this book, you can listen to it free on YouTube. The author reads through it herself, and it is amazing. And there's this one question she asks: what makes you happy? And at the time when I was reading it, I could not answer that, honestly. So I had to go back and do some digging, do some soul searching to find out who I was. So that's why this hair journey was so important for me, And then I embarked on the weight loss journey afterwards. And I think what really helped me through the hair loss thing was, the natural hair journey, is the fact that I was able to get on a regimen, stay consistent with it, and that really taught me to be consistent with other things, okay? Because you have to stay on a regimen of deep conditioning your hair. That is really like the first kind of principle you need to have, is being on that regimen once a week for me, okay? I did have damaged hair from being permed, and so I learned protective styling. I did a lot of crochets. Like I went through almost every crochet hairstyle, just putting my hair up in braids and learning how to protect it. So I recommend watching those videos and trying out some of those hairstyles. And that way, while you're waiting for your hair to grow, you can learn about different hair types, okay? And learn some of the things that you need to learn. Along the way, I did come up with some products because I was just like, I don't want to buy 6 different products. I would like to use 1 or 2, maybe, like even with this hairstyle. So with this, I use oil, I use water, oil, and I use some body butter. And I also tried the moisturizing cream this time, and I love that too. So I'm gonna refresh my hair too and show that in a video coming up. Alright, so I'm gonna refresh my hair. This is 2 day old hair, okay? To refresh, that leads me to the next thing you'll need to know. You'll need to know about the LOC method and the OLC method, okay? LOC stands for liquid, oil, and cream. Someone's driving by. Alright, so LOC stands for liquid, oil, and cream. OLC is just oil, liquid, and cream. And so you'll need to know that for how you're styling your hair and what method your hair prefers. So experiment either way. So for me, when I refresh, first I'll spray it down with some water. That'll be my liquid. Then I'll go in with some oil, and I prefer carrier oil or a thinner viscosity in the oil. So I'll use like an olive oil mixed with some Jamaican black castor oil. And then I'll go in with the cream, which is usually for me the Olive body butter or the moisturizing cream. And in those is shea butter, coconut oil, and cacao butter. Okay, so that's what's in those. And so, like I said, I prefer the LOC method, but depending on your porosity and your hair type, you might need the OLC method. And so you'll need to work with your hair and figure that out. And over time, you'll just know, okay? And I think that's about all, guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave that below, and I'll try to get back with you and answer all of your questions. Until next time, guys. Bye. To support the channel, feel free to check out our affiliate link with Barefoot. We use quite a bit of their essential oils in some of our products at www.abusemenot.com.